Alright, what is up guys? Action Figure Addict 112 here, and we are going to be taking a look at the World of Halo 118 scale Master Chief and Brute Chieftain 2-pack. So, I'm guessing these are also from Halo Infinite, which is cool because we haven't seen the Brute Chieftains since Halo 3 and ODST. So, that's pretty cool that they're showing back up. Because I really enjoyed them. They were a decent enemy that was worth fighting, and plus it was an easy way to get the gravity hammer from them, which is one of my favorite weapons from Halo. So that's kind of cool that Jazzwares decided to make this guy so we can get a 118 scale gravity hammer. And this Master Chief is cool too because this is a different variation from the multiple Master Chief figures that we've gotten so far. The only difference between this one and the other ones is some different paint in certain places to give off battle damage, which is cool. And we also get the Hydra launcher from this guy, which I have no idea what it does, but it's a pretty cool looking gun. And yeah, this was one of the two packs that I wanted. The Grunt and the Marine, I'm not really feeling that one unless it goes on clearance or discount or something like that. Then maybe I'll pick them up because, yeah. I already have enough Marines, and I'm not really that desperate to get Grunts because literally, the next series of figures that we're getting from this line is going to include a single carded Grunt. So if I need Grunts, I'll just get them from there. But yeah, the other 2-pack that I wanted was the Blue Spartan Mark 3B, I think is what it is. The Spartan Mark 3B and the Elite, I think, was the other one that we got. So yeah. Which is a cool pack. I unfortunately lost the gun for that pack, so if I see another one on clearance, then I'll just get another one and use the Spartan for, what's it called? I'll just use the Spartan for a custom or something like that. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, let's go ahead and let's take a look at these guys. We'll cover paint sculpt, the accessories, we'll go over the articulation, and then my final thoughts, since I haven't really reviewed a lot of the Halo stuff that I've been picking up, because I'm honestly really impressed with Wicked Cool Toys. The 6-inch figures, or the 6.5-inch figures, they do have their issues. That's why I really haven't reviewed the Cat or Master Chief. But the 118 scale figures, they've been killing it. Alright, they've been killing it with the Fortnite stuff, they've been killing it with the Halo stuff. They're just doing a really good job. And they are blowing Hasbro out of the fucking water when it comes to how well engineered these figures are, the pricing for the figures, and the distribution. There hasn't been a single Walmart or Target that I've been to that has been, has had empty pegs of these. I mean, every Walmart and every Target I've been to, the pegs are just filled, stocked, like fully stocked, multiple pegs of these figures. Now, I haven't seen the 2-packs at Walmart's. I've only seen them on Amazon and at Target stores, so maybe with Series 2 they can start getting them at Walmart. That way I can just, get them at Walmart instead of, going all the way to Target, but if not, that's okay. But yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's take a look at these guys. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and we are going to take a look at Master Chief first. So I'm just going to do a real quick comparison between these two here. The one on the left is the one from this 2-pack, and the one on the right, this is from the Warthog, and it's also the same figure from the Warthog, the Mongoose, the Amazon exclusive 3-pack, the 3-pack that's showing up at Target right now with the white Mark 7 B, and the Jackal Sniper, and also it's the same Master Chief from the single cartridge release. This is the exact same figure.
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
Except the only difference is, this one has different paint apps. It has more battle damage, so on the right thigh there and up here on the helmet, there's more battle damage being done, but that's pretty much it. Like that is pretty much it. That is the only difference between these two. And it's not like this is a lot of battle damage. I would have preferred had they went all out and given him like actual like sculpted like scrapes and dents and cracks in cracks in the Mjolnir armor and cracks in the visor and stuff like that, because if you've ever seen the Halo Legends short, The Babysitter, there was a female Spartan, which we didn't know she was a female at the time, that was with the ODSTs, and they were basically sent on a mission to take out one of the prophets and assassinate him. And the sniper, the first pick to be the main sniper in the mission was the Spartan, was handpicked. And she gets into a fight with Brute Chieftain twice. That version, he was blue and white, and then the one that we're going to be looking at is in more of a gold kind of color, or bronze color. And her armor gets fucked up pretty bad. Like her helmet, the gravity hammer hits her helmet, and it cracks it and it shatters it in some areas. And then she also her armor gets fucked up too, so it gets kind of shattered and it's missing bits and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, this isn't the first time that Master Chief's armor has been fucked up. I mean, if you saw with Halo 5, his visor gets shattered, or it gets cracked. And I'll even give Mattel props for this. They actually went and sculpted the cracked visor for, I think it was in one set, I think it came in, where his helmet was cracked. I think it was either that or it was like an SDCC exclusive or something like that, but they added the crack anyway. So yeah, if Jazzers wants to do battle damage Spartans, especially Master Chief, I want them to go all out. Like, I want to see some dents, I want to see scrapes, scratches, cracks, stuff like that. Like, I want to see some real battle damage and not just these little bits of paint. Because, I mean, it looks nice, but, like, if I wanted to, I could, with an X-Acto knife and, some paint myself, I could really make this figure look like he's battle damaged. So, I just want them to, if they're going to do shit like this and make it try to seem different from this version, then I want them to go all out and not keep giving us the same Master Chief figure, because at this point, it's getting kind of annoying and repetitive that every cool thing that they put out, it always has to include a Master Chief instead of, like, some new Spartan. And I get it. They're probably doing this shit because A, anything Master Chief sells, and B, they can't really show a whole bunch because we still are not even close to the game's release. Like, the game doesn't come out until this Christmas. Like, this December is when the game drops. At least that's what we're still being told. I don't know if there's going to be another delay or if a beta is coming out at some point between now and the release date. But yeah, that's all we know. So we don't know any other characters that are coming out. So yeah, that's probably why Jazzers is real limited on to what they can release. So anyway, this figure is really nice though. I like the way that it looks, and it's a cool addition, I guess. This may be my go-to Master Chief. So yeah, and then this Master Chief came with this gun, the Hydro Launcher or Hydra Launcher. I gave it to our tech specialist Crystal because it just seems like something her speed, and also I've been trying to find a gun that fits her character and fits her personality and her abilities. So yeah, this will be her go-to uh, weapon, I think. So that's cool. I appreciate appreciate Jazzers going ahead and doing that. I'm not going to go into the articulation section for this guy just because, yeah. If you've seen my Warhog review, it came with the exact same Master Chief. It came with this one here with the assault rifle and everything. So, yeah. The articulation section, yeah, I'm not going to really cover that. But anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the Brute Chieftain now. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Brute Chieftain now. So his sculpt work is really nice, especially on this helmet here, because what they did was they sculpted it and they added some dry brushing of some metallic silver in there, and it really brings out the details in that, and it looks like they hit it with a little bit of black wash to bring out those details, and I appreciate that, because some companies, when they try to do black wash, they do too much, and it ends up bringing the amount of work that was put into that sculpt work. Like one of the examples is is Joy Toy. They used to put a lot of fucking black wash on the faces, and it would look real shitty in the end because they put too much black wash, and it would catch on the seam line, and so it would make the figure look like shit instead of making it look really good. So I appreciate them doing that, and I like this horn up here. I like that they kind of are changing up the design of the Brute Chieftain, because I'm pretty sure they never had the horn. At least before, they never had the horn. So I think it was just this helmet, or the horn might have been a little bit smaller. But anyway, I really like it. I really, really like it. So there's that, and when you take it off, you have this beautiful looking face. Or I should say beautifully sculpted face. It's not the prettiest of faces, but you know what? I like it. And I love the amount of detail that went into this guy. Like, he has his ears, he's got all this wrinkled detail, and there's even sculpted detail there for every individual whisker in his chin, his chin beard he's got going on there, or the facial hair on his chin, and yeah, you can see there's black wash on here too, but it's not like overdone. It's just really nice, really, really nice. Really like the way that looks. That's nice. And then when you look at the armor, this armor is beautifully done. Now, I'm a sucker for fantasy characters with armor. That's why I love the Saber 2.0, and that's why I love the Spartans and stuff like that. But yeah, this guy here, this is beautiful. It's simple, but it's effective. It's really nice. So, as you can see, there's all of that detail sculpted in that kind of bronze color, and it looks really nice. He looks like he is in charge of the brutes, and I like that. He looks very imposing, and he looks like a leader, and it separates his armor from the I think the brute captains is what they are. Those are the ones in the red, because those ones have a different helmet than this guy. So yeah, I really like that. I even like his they even went and got real crafty with his feet there, like added the toenails and stuff. So it's really nice, man. I'm telling you, Jazzwares is fucking killing it with these 4-inch figures. The 6.5-inch figures, though, they need some work. That's why I haven't sat down and reviewed Cat or Chief. Because I have a video in store for them. But yeah, the helmet's cool, although as you can see, it doesn't quite fit like too snug. So you're gonna have to put some sticky tack or something on there to get that to stay on. So, but yeah, that looks really nice. You like line it up in the middle there, and yeah, look how nice that looks. That looks fucking nice. And so in terms of this guy's accessory, he comes with this beautiful weapon right here. I have Spectre, which is another character in my universe. I have her holding it because he can hold it, he just can't really pose very well with it, and that is the gravity hammer, just fucking huge. Like with him, it doesn't look as big, but when you have it compared to some figures that are smaller than the Brute Chieftain, then yeah, like I'm just gonna show you right here. So this is the Spartan. This is how tall this thing. Hang on, let me zoom out a little bit. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. So yeah, this is how big this fucking hammer is compared to him. Like that is huge. That is a huge fucking hammer. Like it's almost the size of him, which is insane. So yeah, this is one of my favorite weapons in Halo. And the only way to get them is to kill these guys to get them. None of the other brutes carry these except for these guys. So, and no one else in the Covenant carries these except for this guy. So it's cool. Now I kind of wish and hope that in the future Jazzwares releases this guy as a single carded figure, so I can get multiples of him and get multiples of these. Because yeah, these weapons are fucking awesome. And considering what Joy Toy's putting out is real similar to this, in terms of these kind of crafted weapons, like melee weapons and swords and like futuristic, like real futuristic swords and stabs and shit like that. Yeah, I'm on that. So yeah, and it's really nicely painted too. There's like minimal paint. It's just here and back here for the effect, or well, that's what kind of powers up the gravity hammer to work. So yeah, it's really nice. I've always wanted one of these, like for my figures. So it's cool that we're actually getting one. And as you can see, it's all of the sculpted detail on the see if I can get it to focus on this and not him. Damn it, it's trying to freaking focus on them when I need to focus on this. There we go. Look at all that sculpted detail. It's fucking insane. And for the people that are complaining that the weapons are too thin, yeah, this one, or too, what's it called? Too rubbery, too bendy. Yeah, this shit here, this is not going to break on you. This is hard plastic, so that's nice. It's really, really nice. And there's all those like sculpted details, the glyphs and different symbols. Yeah, that's nice. So I like that. Now it's kind of unfair to show you next to a Spartan, so let me get a regular person here. This is the Joy Toy Ling from the Crossfire series. Now let me show you how big this fucking thing is compared to her real quick. So you can see how small she is next to the Spartan. This thing is as big as her. So yeah, this fucking thing is huge. Now, like I said, he can't hold it because the way that his articulation is set up is that, get up real quick. So the way that his articulation is set up is because of, you can't bend the arms more than that because you have this rubbing up against this. So when you try to bring his arms in to try to have him kind of double wield the gravity hammer, he'll be able to hold it, but he can only hold it like this, and then his arms are gonna kind of force it out because it's not gonna be able to work. You see that? So you can get it to hold, but it's not gonna really, you're not gonna be able to like get him to really do the well, maybe you might, I don't know, with this Mythic Legions axe, it seems to work fine. But yeah, like if you try to really force his hands together, they're just gonna wanna not really stay. So I mean, maybe you might be able to get him to kind of charge with it, but I think because the handle is thicker than this one, you might be able to hold it. Well, it might be the same size. I don't know. That's weird. I couldn't get him to hold it. Dual-handed earlier. That's weird. Yeah, so it will look like this if you wanted to have him look like he's kind of charging at you. So it would look like this, but he'd have to hold it from up here because if he tries to hold it from down here and gets all kind of loosey. But I guess it works. I think for me though, I'm gonna just give him this, and what I have planned for him, hopefully in my universe, he'll just kind of use that axe instead of the hammer, because I mean, if I had like a Mythic Legions hammer, I'd obviously give it to him, because, you know, considering how fucking huge he is compared to, you know, a regular person, and then how big he is compared to a fucking Spartan, yeah, I'm gonna want him to carry something a little bit bigger than this. So yeah, if I can find something a little bit more substantial, oh, you know what, hang on one second. Yeah, there we go. I knew I had something for him. So yeah, like I want him to have something like this. Alright, this is what I want him to have. You know, a fucking hammer, like a true war hammer. So yeah, I may just give him this right here. I got this from a Create a Superstars Triple H, I think is what it was. Yeah, it's a Create a Superstars Triple H. So yeah, that's, you know what, that'll work perfect. That is perfect. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and do some comparisons between the two. So we'll bring out both of them here. So here's how another Spartan kind of compares. So as you can see, as he fucking falls over, fantastic. Okay, well, all right, we'll just do
comparisons with Chief first, and then we'll do Chief Bruton. Okay, so something real quick I just remembered. So when I took him out of the box, his leg was all loosey-goosey and was all kind of drooped down. So what I did was I popped the leg off and I popped it back on, and now it's all tight again. So, excuse me. So, yeah. Just kind of be wary of that whenever you buy these, because they may have loose joints. But if they do, try popping the joint off and then popping it back on, especially if it's the leg or the head. And then if that doesn't work, then use some clear nail polish. Should fix it up. So here is how he scales next to Spectre, which is the Mark 7B. So as you can see, Chief is definitely taller. Here's how he scales next to a female Joy Toy figure. So that is Ling and scales perfectly. Here's how he scales next to a Marauders Task Force Valkyrie. This is Mayo. So there's that. And then here's how he scales next to, where did I put him? I just had him. There he is. Okay. So he scales next to a Jazz Warriors Marine. And then here's how he scales next to a Fortnite figure. So I'll go ahead and I'll use Technique. Sorry, I had her on a... I was trying to see how she'd look on a Ducati bike. Because, I don't know, I was fucking around and it was doing some stuff like that, trying out some stuff. So yeah, that's how she scales next to him. Okay, so that's that. And then with Chief Bruton, get him back in here. So that's how he scales next to a Fortnite figure. Here's how he scales next to a Joy Toy figure. Here's how he scales next to a Marauders Task Force figure. And here's how he scales next to the Jazzwares Mark 7B Spartan or Spectre. And then this is how he scales next to the Jazzwares Halo UNSC Marine. So he is a pretty big figure. Oh, you know what? Let me compare him real quick to... Where did I just put him? I just had him somewhere around here. Damn it. Okay, hang on one second. Okay, so here's how he scales next to the Elite from the blue Mark 3 or Mark 4B Spartan. This one here, right here. No, she doesn't come with the night, or no, he doesn't come with the night vision goggles. I just had to do that because I lost the piece that plugs in there. So I'll have to try to work on fixing that. Anyway, yeah, the Elite from that pack. That's how it scales next to him. So overall, I think this is a pretty solid 2-pack. I really like it. I kind of wish they would stop doing so many Master Chief figures and putting them in with some pretty cool figures that we haven't gotten for the first time. Or if they do want to do Master Chiefs, at least do variations of them, like different like battle damages or something. I don't know, just something different, because I'm tired of buying these 2-packs and 3-packs and shit and getting the same and vehicles and stuff and getting the same Master Chief. So anyway, that's it for me. This Chief Bruton is pretty cool though. So if you wanted to just get it for one of the figures, I'd say get it for the Chief Bruton. Yeah, and then plus the weapons are really cool too, the gravity hammer and the Hydra launcher are cool too. So anyway, with that being said, that is it for my review. Thank you very much for watching, and Action Figure Addict 112 out.